navy and Cal in the gold. Jules Gallion, Ashley Gloss, and Ryan Durham are 3 officials tonight. And off we go from JPJ. Cal wins the tip. This is Kayla Williams, their starting point guard, a transfer from USC.
You'll see Cal shoot a lot of threes, especially in transition, but in the half court, they like to get the ball inside.
And they love to get it to Michelle Onyiah. She is one of 5 players in this lineup with double-figure scoring on the season. They get an early 3. This is Lulu Twidale.
They have the best combination, the best pair of three-point shooters in the country.
All right, here are the starters for the Cavaliers. Second straight game they've used this starting lineup. And Kymora Johnson and Latasha Lattimore, a fantastic duo, especially against Pitt the other day.
Yeah, it worked against Pitt. Why not stay with it?
Yeah, so Johnson had the triple-double. Lattimore had 30 points, a career high. That tertiary scorer is always so important for UVA. Maybe they get it from Olivia McGee tonight.
Yeah, she's certainly talented enough to be that one. This is going to be interesting. Both teams coming off wins. Both teams feeling pretty good about themselves. Virginia has played a lot of zone, and this is a zone-busting team, if you will. So we'll see how that chess match goes.
Yeah, the one difference, UVA plays 3-2 zone sometimes, and I think a lot of teams don't want to play zone against Cal because of their shooting. They leave the inside exposed that time. It's Onyiah.
Onyiah is a great offensive rebounder. She's a shot blocker and a very active post player on both ends of the floor.
And Tessa Noyan sprinkles down to 2.
Noyan is another one who could be that third scorer that you're talking about.
All right, for the Cal Bears, well, we talked about for UVA all the inconsistency in their lineup. Well, for Cal, they've only used 2 starting lineups this season.
Yeah, and that's a big part of their record being what it is.
Marta Suarez from the high post, the 5th-year senior from Spain.
Yeah, we've talked about Krimili and Twidale, but those 2 post players are a threat every time down, especially when it gets to 5-on-5.
Yeah, Suarez had 16 against Syracuse, 75-69 win on Sunday at Haas. Here's Lattimore adjusting and scoring.
Coming off of a career-high 30 against Pittsburgh. She continues to just do new things every game with more confidence, Corey.
Yeah, and I know she was taking a backseat role at some of her other stops in college, right, at Texas and Miami, but she has more points this year than her first 3 years combined in college.
Yeah, that's amazing. And again, I think it's the confidence that Coach Mox has given her.
All right, the Bears are getting cooking from beyond the arc. They've made their first 2, this time from Williams.
Yeah, she's very efficient. She doesn't take as many as the others, but she shoots almost 40%.
21 points against Syracuse. Johnson, the hesitation move, shuttles, floater, oh yeah.
Yeah, she can go to the rim. We know she can shoot the 3, and she's got that little floater. She's improved her field goal percentage and her 3-point percentage substantially going into her sophomore year.
Yeah, 45% from the field, about 38% from 3. Here's Brianna Hurd, bolting ahead, puts it up, oh, it just rolls off the rim, and here is Krimili. Ioanna Krimili, 2 more points to hit 2,500 in her career. Suarez on the turnaround, quick fire. There's McGee.
Cavaliers double team Krimili that time to make her give it up. We'll see if that's something they do the entire game.
Brianna Hurd unloads and cans it.
Really nice shot, caught it in rhythm. Has not shot the ball well in league play, but that should give her a lot of confidence.
Suarez gets a step, bounce, Onyiah fouled.
Here's the little floater, probing that man-to-man defense. And then the kick out to the corner, Brianna Hurd with a big basket for her.
What was so interesting about Johnson's triple-double, it wasn't her best game from a shooting standpoint. She was only 5 for 20 from the field, which, get this, Mac, is actually her worst field goal percentage in a single game this season, but she can affect the game in so many different ways.
Yeah, and that's part of her improvement. She doesn't have a good shooting night. Can she still help you win? Heck yeah.
Well, the joke was during the game at Pitt that her teammates knew she was approaching triple-double territory, so they told her, Mo, you have 5 more rebounds to go. Go get 5, and oh, she listened. Oh, no whistle here as Hurd collapses to the ground. These are two teams that struggle with turnovers. Krimili, she finds a little bit of space. There it is! Over 2,500 career points for Krimili.
Among active players ranked in the top 5 in points, made field goals, made threes.
I mean, the fact that she's been playing 6 years of college basketball and averages 16 per game is just tremendous. Johnson might do the same by the time her career is over. Cal playing a faster brand of basketball this year as compared to last. They're going to call an offensive foul off the ball, and it's on Onyiah trying to pry up Krimili.
Onyiah's going to take a seat pretty quickly here as Abagor comes in.
This has been a problem for Onyiah this season, foul trouble. And speaking to UVA head coach Amaka Ogugu-Hamilton, she said one of the keys for tonight, getting Onyiah in foul trouble because she presents a doubling problem down low, and then you get the shooters outside. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah, that's a big deal right there.
Latimore swerving in, but can't cap it off. Suarez getting ahead of the pack. Abagor back out. Suarez on a pump fake. Penetration, and Cal elects to reset. Midway point of the first quarter, entertaining start.
Virginia man-to-man after that miss in transition.
Oh, Johnson with a beautiful swipe. Johnson carving her way in, and a whistle. So a couple of fouls for Cal, but the Bears have a 4-point lead over UVA here from JPJ.
For the Cal Bears, Ioanna Krimili. We told you about her in the open. Shoots it with range. Almost 70% of her shots are three-point shots, and she is deadly from out there, Corey.
Absolutely lethal, and she's been doing it for a long time, her 6th year of college basketball, and with that three-pointer surpassing 2,500 in her career, she is the 4th active leading scorer in D1 right now. Caitlin Young of Murray State, Anissa Morrow of LSU, and Haley Cavender of Miami, the only 3 players in the country have more points right now than Krimili.
Yeah, and you think about all the great guards in this league, and Cal has brought another one.
Here's Kymora Johnson with the Cavs down by 4. Clocked up inside by Williams. Cavs bring on Paris Clark for the first time. Clark, wearing 1, did not play in the last game against Pitt. Didn't make the trip. She was ill, but good to see her back in the fold tonight.
Such a valuable player, can do so many different things.
Really good driver. This time she kicks. Ugonne, a tray.
Ugonne made that 15-footer to start with. Now shoots that 3 with a lot of confidence.
12-3 on the season for the sophomore from Sweden.
Did we mention she might be that 3rd scorer they're looking for?
Yeah, she might be.
Looked like they've got several candidates tonight, Corey.
And they got it from Casey Valenti-Paya in the last game against the Panthers.
12 points, career high for here.
Yep. 3-pointer, Williams, book it.
Wow. The point guard, known for assists and steals, but had 21, coming off a 21-point performance against Syracuse on Sunday.
You like shooting, Mac? You a fan of shooting?
I love shooting.
All right, these two teams have combined to go 6 for 7 from beyond the arc to start the game.
And they're taking care of the ball. 7 for 8. Look at you teeing it up.
Everybody's ready to go tonight. And oh, by the way, for Cal, the Bears got in late. I mean, their flight did not land in Richmond yesterday until about 3 o'clock. 3-pointer, Krimili, not that time, and Latimore rips down the board. Johnson, quick pull-up 3. Oh, my goodness!
Is she fun to watch?
Yeah. And she makes that basket look like the Atlantic Ocean. Twidale saves it. Move it around. Marta Suarez to Krimili. Pull up Jay. Nope. Rebound off the hands of Latimore. Batted around, and Clark usurps.
Good job by Johnson running Krimili off the 3-point line down to the mid-range.
A Cal team that takes and makes the second most threes in the ACC, only behind FSU. Clark earns the whistle.
Kymora Johnson, quick reversal, short closeout. Don't do that. That would be a mistake. And in transition, one of the great ways to shoot a 3, got the defense retreating, and again, a short closeout.
So, Mac, you've coached basketball a long time. Kymora Johnson comes off a triple-double, gets the teammates involved, right, the 11 assists. So you go into tonight's game thinking you can't let her be a distributor. You got to make her a scorer. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Yeah, don't be fooled by that 5 for 20 number that we talked about. Her field goals from the last game.
Yeah. Lola Donez has checked in for Cal. She is 5 in the gold on the far side. Freshman from Hawaii. Oh, look at this hedge off the screen. They're getting the ball away from Krimili. Down low, Abigail stuffed inside. Latimore, second shot again. Get it out of there.
Virginia man-to-man that time, worked well, got Krimili to give the ball up. And Latimore shot blocking, force down low.
Johnson draws a crowd. Hurd lines it up. Oh, it pinballs off the rim. Loose change. It's Noyons.
Now, the Bears don't pressure the basketball a lot, but they've got to pressure the shooters.
Noyon given some space. Elects to drive. Latimore on the step back. And the rebound, Suarez.
So Latimore was going to join the three-point party.
Everyone just has swagger tonight playing. You know what I mean?
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Twidale turns it over. Clark on the intercept. Clark freelancing. Scoop shot on the circus attempt. Not there. You have your popcorn?
Cal with numbers.
And they convert. Nicely done. Abigor, the freshman, running the floor.
She can really run the floor. Likes to catch the lob down low. Can block a shot. Giving Onyiah some valuable time to rest over there on that bench with that foul.
Coming up at 8 o'clock on ACC Network, we're going to take you to Castle Coliseum in Blacksburg. Carly Wenzel and Virginia Tech hosting Nunu Aguera in Stanford. 45 ticks to go in the opening quarter. Twidale, quick release. Nice D from Brianna Hurd.
Yeah, I think she might have got a piece of that. Virginia been playing better in the man-to-man. A couple of subs coming in for the Cavs.
We mentioned Valenti Paya and her performance against the Panthers. She is in for the first time. Hurd and Lattimore get a break. And by the way, for Cal, Sharman Smith was just in disbelief that they did not call what she thought was a tip.
It looked like Hurd got a piece of that ball.
Contact from Donez.
Yeah, Donez, the freshman. It's a tough assignment for the freshman to guard Kymora Johnson.
Reigning Hawaii Gatorade Player of the Year. The beauty of college basketball, by the way, in a student athlete from Hawaii, Kymora Johnson from Virginia.
Got several Australians in the game.
Sure do. Valenti Paya and Twidale.
And Kymora Johnson from right down the street.
Yes, sir. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Cal 7 of its first 15, 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. The Who's 50% from the field. Timer down to 2. They gotta go. Running 3, just a bit too short. And what a first quarter it was here inside John Paul Jones Arena. 42 on the board, UVA by 2. The year Virginia made the national championship before falling to Tennessee in OT.
Yeah, I watched some of that, some of those highlights today, and she was deadly from the mid-range, but all of a sudden she'll pull up and shoot a 3 also. She was pretty good, I hear.
Yeah. Do you see similarities when you watch these two play?
Yeah, very much, very much. You know, creative, got a little diversity in their game.
How about the swagger component?
Oh, they both have that star factor. They really do.
Krimili, a star in her own right. Johnson bats the ball to herself. Johnson just feasting all over the stat sheet. Johnson on the step back trifecta. Rebound inside Jada Noble. Transfer from Washington, 4 years there.
Johnson with her first miss from outside. 4 for 7, like you mentioned, after going 5 for 20 against Pitt. Cal doesn't get a lot of production off the bench, but they do play a lot of players off the bench. They just don't stay out there very long. Yeah, and they're like you mentioned, they're one of 4 programs that have all 5 starters in double figures.
That's right.
And the first 5 baskets of the game were all 5 different players.
Yeah, they get everybody involved. That's the impressive thing about this Cal offense. You can't just shut down 1 or 2 people. Tennessee, Stephen F. Austin, Baylor, the other 3 schools that have 5 double-digit scores. O board, put back, it is good. Onyiah returns to the game and says hello.
Yeah, and that's the danger that she presents, that offensive rebound, and she also runs the floor really well. We haven't seen that yet, but you will.
6 points in just 5 minutes. Lattimore ducking in to the rim, nope. And another rebound for Onyiah, her 3rd.
Nice job taking Suarez one-on-one. Didn't get the finish.
Onyiah setting up. Coach Mock says she requires a double. They push it out, right back in. Onyiah misfires, rebound, no conversion there. And it takes 4 Who's to box her out, and they can't come up with the ball. The Splash sisters are in. Krimili and Twidale. Krimili sees a double, tries to wrench the ball free. She gets it back. She lasers it down low. Turnover, Cal.
And that's the thing that bites Cal some nights. They are the worst team in the ACC at turning the ball over. They do so many things well, but they don't take care of the basketball.
So for you, Mac, what's the balance, right? Because we know this is a Cal team that tries to play fast. They try to get open threes in transition. So they're going to have more possessions. The turnovers are going to rack up. How do you balance those things?
Yeah, you just have to figure out where they're coming from and try to minimize them because, like you said, the numbers are a little bit inflated because of the pace of play. Johnson speeding, locates Hurd, rise and fire.
Offensive rebound.
Guess who?
Yeah, Kymora Johnson. Too strong on that time, but she tries to volleyball it out, but she was out of bounds.
Even that was two creative plays there, the offensive rebound and the attempt at the second offensive rebound.
And that's the swagger component I was alluding to earlier.
Yep, the it factor. I mean, who else even thinks about that play right there on the baseline?
And also wears bright gold sneakers with maroon laces. You'll notice her tonight. Twidale, rebound McGee.
Twidale, 38% shooter from long range. Number 7 in the league in made threes. Number 2 in made. Number 7 percentage-wise, sorry.
Yeah, Cal has the top 2 3-point shooters in terms of makes in the conference. McGee, she's a really good 3-point shooter. Twidale with the rebound.
Yeah, McGee's shot, it looks as pure as anybody's. When she's got her feet set, she has perfect form.
Yeah, 34% from beyond the arc, and she can get cooking at any time.
Virginia using the man-to-man, tried that zone. They weren't happy with it.
Kayla Williams hoisting up a shot, air ball. And Kymora Johnson is there for another rebound. Can't believe she only has 3 on the game. McGee unloads.
Did we talk about her form? If her feet are set, I expect it to go in. Penetration, kick it out. Didn't matter where she was. She knocked the bottom out of it.
(27-22) UVA over Cal here from John Paul Jones Arena. 4 games remaining in the regular season, including tonight. And these Cal Bears currently are tied for 7th in the ACC at 9-5 with Georgia Tech. And should the Bears win this evening, they will clinch at least a first-round bye in the 15-team ACC tournament coming up in Greensboro.
Yeah, you want to be in that top 4. If you can't, you want to be in that top 9. And then obviously you want to be in the top 15. You don't want to be left out of this tournament.
Yeah, with the expansion of the ACC tournament to 18 teams. Only 15 are getting in, so 3 will be left out. And Virginia hoping to get into that tournament as well. Suarez rebuffed inside. Gets it back, misses. Onyiah, a threat down low, and McGee's got it.
Suarez and Onyiah point blank. But Hurd and Lattimore put up a little wall in there.
Lattimore, a bump and a foul. Williams.
Williams randomly cut through there on defense.
Now, Kayla Williams, one of the additions to this Cal program, coming over from USC, really bolstering this roster, and a program that is number 40 in the net. Really good strength of schedule. They have a couple of quad 1 wins. Our Charlie Cream has them as an 8 seed right now, and they are building upon a really, really good year.
Yeah, I think they are in. They are solidly in. They've got the big road trip here at Virginia tonight. Then they go to Blacksburg on Sunday. They've got Georgia Tech ranked at 17th coming to their place after that.
Yeah, it's a Bears team that hasn't made the NCAA tournament 6 years. Trying to return there. 2019 the last time when Lindsey Gottlieb was the head coach. Lattimore, another rejection inside. This time it's Onyiah, and it's Bears basketball.
Yeah, Onyiah and Lattimore are going to have some rejections tonight.
Well, Onyiah comes in 5th in the ACC in blocks, and Lattimore 3rd, only behind KK Timpson of FSU and Hadijah Fye of Pitt. Tempo has slowed down a bit after a frenetic start.
And the percentages have settled down. They're seeking the norm.
Defense is a part of this game. Noble sprays it. Krimili jabbing, hoping for a crevice. Instead, coughs it up. Turnover number 5 for Cal. UVA with just 1.
Yeah, and that's been a bugaboo for the Cavs, too.
Yeah, they're committing about 17 a game. Inside. Oh, how about the English? Hurd.
And through some contact, Brianna Hurd with some big baskets early in this game. Got off to such a great start this year. Kind of hit that freshman wall. And then since then has kind of been reinventing herself, finding out what works and what doesn't work. You go through that as a freshman.
Oh my God. Lattimore saying no.
Yeah, that was pretty emphatic.
Long arms at 6'4", and it is really tough to get a shot up over her.
Yeah, her 30-point, 11 rebound double-double took back seat against Pittsburgh on Sunday. But it was still impressive.
Caldo scores, Suarez inside. By the way, if you're a Cal fan at home, you're used to wearing Suarez wears 7. She's wearing 24 tonight.
Those things happen during travel.
Yeah. Get lost in the suitcase.
Paya doing a good job of tracking Krimili.
Only 3 so far for Krimili. There's a 3 for Martha Suarez. Cal with 5 on the game.
Nice little screen on the baseline, left her wide open. 33% from out there, but shoots it with confidence.
Yeah, they really have 4 shooters on the floor at all times, and a really good defender here. It's Noble, whips it across. Suarez rushes it.
There's that turnover again you mentioned. They're 6th in the first 2 quarters here. Yeah, Suarez, 2nd in the league in field goal percentage, but only 33%, but that's pretty darn good for a post man stepping out.
Yeah, she is one of 12 players in the country shooting at 47% from the field and 32 from 3 as a forward.
Yeah, she's impressive. Can play one-on-one. She's a willing passer. Got nearly 70 assists on the year.
Oh, Johnson gets a defender to fall down. They call a flopping warning here on Noble, and Jada looks over at the official, Ashley Gloss, and is like, really? Like, you think that's a flop?
Noble's really a good defender.
Suarez wants to ISO. Gisela Maul is in. Cal gives it away yet again. Suarez.
Yeah, Maul put Suarez in a bad spot right there. I don't even think she was in bounds when she threw that pass. She got her feet in bounds but couldn't handle the ball. Now 7 turnovers.
The delay here, the officials were just letting the table know about the flopping warning on Noble. Yeah, Cal program that loses the turnover margin by about 3 per game, outside the top 300 in the country. They've won the turnover margin just 7 times this year.
Hurd had the mismatch, posted up down low, and Virginia, on the other hand, who has struggled with the turnovers, doing a great job tonight, playing very cleanly with only 2. If that continues, they've got a really good chance to pick up their 2nd home win in the ACC.
Yeah, the other one was against Wake Forest. Lattimore on a race to the rim.
How long are those arms?
Very long.
Reached way around her defender.
Your arm and my arm combined. I don't know if it's doing it. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first half. Krimili takes the 3, bullseye!
Yeah, poor communication on the switch that time. She doesn't need much time or space to get it off. You don't have those rankings that she has, not be a great shooter with limited time and space.
With Krimili's next 3, she will move into sole possession of 11th in D1 history in career 3s.
See, they were going to switch right there, but Mo Johnson was a little bit too far away and didn't close out quick enough.
Where's the pickup point for Krimili? Where do you have to pick her up on the court?
Yeah, as they cross half court.
Yeah. There is a reason why she is one of the Splash sisters. Makes sense being in the Bay Area. Off a flare, here is Krimili. They really free her up in a lot of different ways. A rocket down low. The turnaround shot for Onyiah is absorbed by Lattimore.
They've gotten the ball inside plenty of times, but not much to show for it.
Brianna Hurd wide open. Can't capitalize. Yeah, Cal program that has had 38 points in the paint in each of the last 2 games. 1-point game here with just over a minute to play in the first half. Marta Suarez, a rainbow, doesn't find gold. Lattimore, a foul.
Really nice job by Lattimore. She was surrounded by 3 bears that time and came away with the ball.
I would not want to be surrounded by 1 bear, much less 3 bears.
Well, there's not many bears up there where you're from.
Oh, all right. I've seen a few in my time.
Well, these Bears are pretty darn good, but Virginia is taking care of business so far here in the first half.
UVA program started 3-3 in the ACC through 6. 4-game losing streak after that. 2-2 in the last 4. Lattimore. Suarez the rebound.
It's a good look, but when Lattimore's way out there, nobody else on the backboard that time for Virginia.
Krimili knifing in. Maul on the handoff. Noble. Coach Mott's telling her team hand up, and it results in a block that the Cavaliers can't capture.
A good possession defensively that time by Virginia, but you have to finish the possession with the rebound.
Those little plays, they mean so much in what we expect to be a tight game tonight.
It's been exactly what we hoped for.
Yep. Suarez, she has a really good pump fake, but no finish that time. Nice recovery D from Ioanna.
Yeah, and she just got a technical.
Oh.
Yeah, she was jawing the entire way up the floor. Whether she was right or wrong about getting fouled, she was certainly wrong about the technical.
So Kymora Johnson with a couple of free throws here for UVA. And you can see how unhappy Sharman Smith is.
The second best free throw shooter in the league going up there.
Yeah, about 89% on the year. Might as well just post 2 points on the board when she goes to the line.
Beat you in so many different ways.
12 points for Johnson, 4 rebounds, and a couple of assists.
They get to take the last shot of the half, if all goes according to plan for the Cavs.
Clark, the jitterbug move, and a strip there from Maul. Regained by her, flips it up and through. And indeed, the Cavaliers get the final shot, and they get the final.
Continue to probe offensively, but they've got to take care of that basketball. If they get a shot every single time, their chances of winning go up. And I do think they're going to go back inside like they started to in this game.
Yeah, Cal is just much more efficient this year as compared to last. 45.5% from the field this season. That's about 5.5% better than last year. That's a sizable difference.
And that's because they have good balance. Inside threats with Onyiah and Suarez, and the perimeter threats.
Including Lulu Twidale, who is second in the ACC in threes, only behind her teammate, Ioanna Krimili. Ugonne pushed inside, and they get Krimili for the contact.
Yeah, Ugonne had the size advantage on Krimili down low. Got a little physical down there, picks up the first foul for the Bears of this quarter.
You really like Ugonne's start to the game, making her first 2 shots 5 points.
She and Hurd both stepped up a little bit and really helped because Lattimore didn't have the big first half that she normally does.
All right, that's something that UVA really didn't show in the first half. Turnovers, just their 4th. Krimili from distance. No. Lattimore the board.
And again, a good contest of that shot.
Krimili is now 2 for 7 on the game. She anticipates the pass, dives to the deck. McGee couldn't hold on to it. Steal, Williams, layup, book it.
Yeah, smart play by Kymora Johnson that time. Could have contested that, but probably would have picked up a foul. Better give up that 2 right now than pick up that foul, which could haunt you later.
Yeah.
Maturity by the sophomore.
Yeah, and look, they don't have Yanta Vaughn. They haven't had her for a long time. She's been the backup point guard at times for this UVA team over the last couple of years. And so Johnson in these tight games, she'll play 40 minutes.
Yeah, she's averaging 36, #1 in the ACC.
McGee, the 2. Nope. Long rebound, rolls all the way to Twidale. Cal with numbers if Williams elects to hurry, but a rare slowdown of the tempo. Suarez setting up, has the size mismatch on Johnson. Kick, 3, Williams drains it.
Stays hot from outside.
This is something we have seen throughout the season for the Cavaliers. Early timeouts in the 3rd quarter for Coach Mox. The first 5 of the second half to Cal.
Coming out of a quick timeout by Coach Mox and UVA because of this. Kayla Williams with the steal and the layup. And then another turnover turns into this. The kick out. Williams with her 3rd 3.
Leading the team right now with 11 points, and Coach Mox having to take an early 3rd quarter timeout, which is a theme here in the 24-25 season. What's the message from Coach Mox at this point?
Yeah, again, you know, how did we get here? Playing really good defense. They've given up 2 open shots.
And now a giveaway.
And turn the ball over for the 3rd time. That's how many they had in the entire first half. And they've got that in 2 minutes here in the second half.
And we hear the word consistency so much across all programs in the country, but when this UVA team just doesn't have those lulls, those bumps, they could be a pretty solid ACC team. Suarez, no-look pass. Krimili buries it.
And a foul down low.
A blindfold could have done the trick there.
Yeah, very nicely done. Good quick reversal. You won't be wider open that. And then a foul on Paris Clark on the rebound.
So possession to Cal. They can double up here. Everybody loves a double dip. Bears get it.
Yeah, and again, the turnover with the foul on the rebound. 4 quick ones for the Cavaliers. See if they settle down here offensively. Who would we look to do that? Maybe Kymora Johnson with the ball in her hands.
Really unique recipe there, Mac.
Hey, I didn't win all those games for nothing now.
Coaches always say, just give the ball to your best player and get out of the way.
There you go.
Lattimore the bobble, and a turnover.
Yeah, and what Virginia has gone through, we talked about it earlier with the injuries, the changing lineups, the changing chemistry, changing roles of everybody on the floor due to those injuries. But in the end of the day, you've got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, and look, we can go up and down the line here. Jillian Brown hasn't played all year with an ACL, right? Yanta Vaughn, the issues that she has had. Hawa Damboya, right? She hasn't played, transferring over from Maryland. Cameron Kitchen, redshirting this season. So the bodies were limited coming in.
Yeah, Noyan has missed time. You talked about Clark missing time with 2 different injuries and an illness. And that's a lot for any team to handle.
And even Kymora Johnson was ill over the last couple of weeks and played through it, so it's been tough. Tonight at 10 Eastern, after our women's basketball doubleheader on ACC Network, the Nothing But Net crew will break down the night in the ACC, highlights and analysis of every women's game, and look ahead at the best matchups on the schedule for the weekend. Board off the free throw. That's something that makes coaches just go, ugh. Twidale 3, and they capitalize.
10 offensive rebounds, and that one was expensive right there.
You are going to pay a pretty penny for those. 14 straight out of halftime for the Bears. Kickball this time on Williams.
14-0 run here to start the half.
Figure out if the Cavaliers can solve their woes right now. Johnson putting on the afterburners. The runner doesn't have enough might on it.
Saw her make a couple of those little floaters in the first half. Usually a high percentage shot.
Offensive foul. Onyiah.
And she does that. She runs. We talked about her rim running. She runs to the rim and posts up deep down there. That time a little too aggressively. And Cal turns it over going the other way.
I'll tell you what, for all the ACC basketball that we consume, I think Onyiah gets as deep of position as any player in the conference.
Yeah, she really does. She really does. And she gets it going full speed usually because she runs from rim to rim as well as any post player in the league.
Now 3 fouls for Onyiah, though, and Cal has to make some changes here. Noble is in, someone you've spotlighted as a really good defender. Under 6 to go in the third quarter. Cavaliers still searching for their first points of the second half, and Noyan just can't provide them. Here is Suarez, who was issued a technical foul in the first half. Krimili, Williams, Noble flashing, couple of dribbles. Krimili, that's a mistake from UVA, and Krimili hits another, and Coach Mox needs another timeout in Q3.
Again, got him flattened out on defense with the penetration, kick back out, and the Bears have had wide open looks. Watch the defense flatten out, can't get back in time, and Krimili adds to her leading totals.
Days away from the start of March. You ready?
I am totally ready. It's going to be great. A lot of teams across the country think they have a chance to win it all.
I hope you get some good rest in the next couple of days because March is coming. All right, third quarter stats here. One team is thriving. The other team is plummeting right now. Olivia McGee, though, maybe some energy off the bench. Cavaliers with their first 2 of the third.
Yeah, and good that it came ATO after the timeout. Coach Mox drew that up, and they got the ball where they wanted to get it.
Yeah, remember out of the last timeout, UVA turned it over. Drive and kick, drive and kick. Krimili doesn't have the feet set, and it shows.
The Bears have gone to a 4-guard lineup with Suarez in the middle. They didn't come back with Abigor. Maybe trying to match what UVA's got on the floor.
Suarez defending on Latimore. Suarez at 6'3", Latimore at 6'4", but again, the lanky arms for Latasha. Shot clock down to 10. McGee hunting for offense. And Mosho and Kymora with the deuce.
You knew if they were going to answer, she was going to be involved.
Twidale scurries in.
Bad job in defensive transition that time. We haven't seen a lot of transition from either team, to be honest.
Yeah, and Coach Mock said after shoot-around today, transition defense is such a key. Paris Clark has really struggled with her outside shot this season, now 8 for 48 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I think there's just a lack of continuity. Being in the lineup regularly.
Noble and one.
Not what she's known for, but she is a drive-first player with Washington transfer, and you got to be the second player off the floor. If you are, you're at an advantage. Hurd with the mistake that time.
Pretty nifty finish, though, right? With the left hand falling away.
Very nice.
76% shooter Noble on the season, misses. A Cal team that doesn't get a lot off its bench. Nobody averages more than 3 points per game as a reserve because their starters all average at least 10. Paris Clark waiting. They're offering a lot of space for Hurd. Back rim 3 times. Clark put back, yes! Hoop in the heart.
You mentioned her struggles from long range, but she is still a playmaker. There you go. Oh, rebound. Through the contact. Paris Clark is glad she's back in the lineup.
Did not play against Pitt on Sunday with illness. Didn't make the trip to the Steel City. Now Latimore getting a blow for Noyan. Paris Clark to start the season. A lot of problems with the foot and the ankle. Been a tough one this year for the Arizona transfer.
And the coach is in a little chest pad. Not a true post player on the floor right now.
Turnover Cal.
Noyan and Suarez are sort of the biggest players on the floor.
Odessa Noyan, the tallest for UVA, and she shows off her range.
Yeah, Suarez didn't get out there and contest that shot.
6 threes for UVA, 10 for Cal. Sloppy play here from the Bears as the Cavaliers crank up the pressure. Crowd alive. Suarez pounding it down. Delivery, 3. Williams, no. Rebound off the hands of Noble. Catch ball.
Yeah, Virginia on the other end with Noyan. Suarez didn't get all the way out there. Here it is in transition. Suarez late. Noyan says, thank you very much. And she says it again.
Well, prior to missing the game against Pitt, Clark had been playing some really good basketball. Suarez on the catapult. Noyan the box out. It is buzzing here at JPJ. Johnson down the treadmill right to the rack. 2 free throws.
Crowd is definitely back in it, Cord.
Kymora Johnson and Coach Mox trying to will their team back into this 8-0 run over the last minute plus.
And you got to like Johnson's chances of making it 10, right?
I would concur.
A streak and a streak.
This is Saturday's men's basketball triple header on ACC Network. Georgia Tech and Boston College start the day at 2 Eastern, followed by Chase Hunter and number 18 Clemson in Dallas taking on SMU. Virginia Tech and Miami capping the night. Would you have the magic 8 ball? You knew she was going to make a couple of free throws there?
Yeah, that took a lot of vandalizing.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cal +7 here in this quarter. Suarez, the adjustment, too much on it.
Made the right play, couldn't finish over Hurd though, and now makes the foul going the other way. UVA in the bonus.
So, energy from your bench, Mac. I wanted to point that out here. It's so important. I've talked to a lot of coaches, and I've heard more and more of it in recent years. Coaching the bench, making sure they're into the game. They can really help the players on the floor. I'm seeing that right now. You agree?
Yeah, and to be honest, you see it more in women's basketball than you do men's basketball, and I think that has something to do with the culture of the game. Always encouraging each other.
Yeah, it's very supportive. And the Cavs have tied the game. Cal had a 17-0 run, led by 12, and the Who's have responded. The seesaw continues. Buckle up, folks. Onyiah returns to the game with 3 fouls. Here's Williams, has made a couple of threes here in the third quarter. Shot clock down to 5. Krimili on the skip, into the lane, and the shot doesn't go for Donez. Oh, board, put back, no, foul, free throws, Cal.
Onyiah, the offensive rebound, 68 on the year coming into this game. She's had a few more tonight.
10 total rebounds for Onyiah en route to what is near a double-double with 8 points.
Onyiah only a 62% free throw shooter.
And our next gymnastics meet on ACC Network and the ESPN app is Sunday afternoon. Number 16, Stanford takes on Clemson at the Little John Coliseum. Coverage begins at 4 Eastern.
Now Cal will do this. They'll play a little 1-3-1. Sometimes it's back into a 2-3. Sometimes they'll stay in the 1-3-1 and trap on the wings and the corners.
What can the Cavs do to solve it?
Got to get the ball to the high post. There it is.
Touch, pass, 3, yes! No.
So nice. High post, shrink the defense, kick it back out. Textbook.
Just the 5th time in Noyan's career she's in double figures. She has 11 points, second leader behind Johnson. Foul on Noyan. And again, we talked about it earlier. Look where the catch is made by Onyiah.
Yeah, and that was a little higher than normal. Usually she has it in that circle or even lower.
She puts in a great shift anytime she's out there. You talk about players maximizing effort. You get it with Onyiah.
Yeah, she's a threat to block a shot. She's a threat to run the floor. She's working hard in the post.
And a real interesting personality off the court. She builds go-karts, skateboards on the side for fun, has an engineering background, has her master's, or rather her bachelor's in molecular and cell biology. She's in the master's of public health program. And, you know, she was walking into shoot-around this morning, and, Mac, you see the band off to our left here? You see the drums? She went up to the drums, started playing them with Marta Suarez. Really good. They were in sync. I was like, we had a concert or a shoot-around this morning? Tie game at 54. Clark zigzagging.
There's that playmaking ability. She took the freshman to the rim.
Isn't this the vintage Paris Clark game? 9 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, touching all areas of the floor.
A little bit of everything. She can get that three-point shot going like she did a year ago.
About a 68% free throw shooter. That was the first miss from UVA tonight at the line. Now 9 for 10. They get 10 for 11. Here comes Lactimore. Latasha coming off a 30-point game, a career high against Pitt. 14 for 18 at the line, had never made more than 6 free throws in a game. But a little quiet tonight, 4 points and 4 rebounds. Here's Kayla Williams milking some time.
See what Coach Smith dials up. A little Iverson action right there.
Oh my, what a play. That was a wizard of an effort and a pass from Suarez.
What a beautiful play. They ran a little Iverson action where they ran the wing over to the right wing, and then she back cut, and no one was on the baseline.
Was that in your playbook way back when?
No, but it should have been.
Johnson the heave. What an adventurous third as the Cavaliers head coach before her retirement to help finalize the adoption process for her child in Senegal. So, you know, these programs do have a connection. In fact, Coach Boyle was the leader of this Cal program at one point and brought them to a lot of success.
A lot of connections. Small world, this college basketball.
Yeah, it sure is. When Joanne Boyle took the job with UVA in 2011, one of her first games was against her former team, Cal, in Honolulu.
Connections continue.
Lob it to the rim. It, well, goes off the 10. Hurd on the recovery.
So what are we going to see here? We had 42 points in the first quarter, 46 in the third, but only 25 in the second. Are we going to keep going off? Score, not score, score, not score?
That's your job. I think you're supposed to predict that.
Oh, yeah, you should have asked me that.
Well, what do you think?
I think there's going to be a lot of defense in this quarter.
Okay. If you're just joining us, Cal down by 5 at the end of the first half. Scored the first 17 of the third quarter before UVA had a response. Hurd, offensive foul. Twidale making the play down low.
Back and forth we go. Defense, defense, defense. Boy, bang, bang, legal guarding position or not.
And you can be moving as the primary defender.
Correct.
Another backdoor cut. Krimili, Twidale, Splash Sisters, no conversion. Lattimore knocks it off a sneaker, and then it may have gone off a second sneaker.
Lattimore with only 4 points and 4 rebounds, but fortunately for Virginia, Hurd and Noyon have stepped up, and Clark.
On the other side for the Bears, they have 4 players in double-figure scoring. On the season, they have 5 who average at least 10. Suarez, another big jam up inside. It's Brianna Hurd.
Hurd had the charge, but answered with the block shot on the defensive end.
Triple team to get the ball out of the hands of Johnson, and then finally contact on Suarez. And the fans are going to give her their thoughts because Suarez got the tee in the first half.
Yeah, and when she complains, that the fans pick up on that.
And such an important piece to this Cal team. For my money, one of the best stretch fours this conference has to offer.
Yeah, very skilled. Guard skills, really.
And perhaps
a contact issue right here. I'm sure she'll be back in pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say perhaps, you know, in addition to the contact issue there, right? Like, take her out of the game, like, get her composed, right?
Let her settle down. Yep. She is an emotional player. Johnson going back to the free throw line where we know how good she is.
4 for 4 tonight. Short.
Johnson with 16 points, 6 rebounds.
And coming off that triple-double against Pitt on Sunday. You know, it was interesting. Coach Mox in her press conference this week was saying, I've seen a triple-double before as an assistant coach. She saw it with Tori Jankoska, who is currently an assistant on her staff, 8 years to the day in 2017 at Michigan State. in a victory over Minnesota. Jankowska, 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. And the funny thing about that triple-double, there was another player on the team who scored 30. Brandy Agee, just like Latasha Lattimore, had 30 against the Panthers.
That's pretty amazing. That triple-double group, that's rarefied air right there.
Dawn Staley, the only other Cavalier to do it.
Nice play off the dribble right there. Ran Twidale off the three-point line. Just a little Euro step, drew the foul, gets to go to the free throw line, where she is very good.
85% at the line, the leader for Cal this season.
Suarez set to check back in.
Contact adjusted.
Probably Ackerman going back out.
Limited action tonight for Ackerman, who was out for a good stretch of time with a bit of a back problem. Hasn't been practicing all that much. Pretty much trying to bubble wrap her for when it matters. And she is that backup post player. But Onyiah currently on the bench with 4 fouls. 11 points, 11 rebounds for Onyiah. It'll be interesting to see when Coach Smith puts her back in the game. So Suarez plays the 5, and it's no match. Lattimore on the strike.
I have a feeling she might get going here in the fourth.
I would trust her intuition. 7.5 to go. 7 lead changes so far. Here's Krimili, 6 points in the first half, 6 in the third quarter. Suarez sees 3. Very aggressive dig. Wrestling match. And wait, do we have a foul?
I think we have a timeout.
We have a timeout, yes. Ryan Durham says, timeout, Coach Smith. Fans don't like it. Coach Mox has a word or two. And this emotional game will take a breather. Virginia leads by 1. Bears possession when we return on ACC Network Extra. A win for the Cal Bears tonight. They have clinched a first-round bye in the ACC tournament. Virginia wins, just their second home win in the ACC, the only other one to Wake Forest right after the new year. Coach Mox this afternoon talking about the importance of defending the home court. It's been a very entertaining game, and what do we have in store coming up? What we know now, Cal has 7 seconds on the shot clock after a timeout from Coach Smith. It's down to 5. Twidale, Suarez, block to block, layup doesn't go for Noble, and a shot clock expiration.
Nice job. Virginia had a really good defensive possession going into that timeout. The timeout got called. They came out and played hard for those 7 seconds, got the violation.
Bears have been stuck on 10 threes for a while. Lattimore, 3. No. Williams the board. Krimili, Kerplunk.
Got to be alert during transition, just like Coach Mox talked about that shoot-around.
15 now for Krimili. Finally above her season average, had been below her season average in each of the last 4. If you're just joining us, Krimili passing through the 2,500 career point marker tonight. Shot clock at 5. McGee hoisting. Can't hit. O'Board Hurd from the free throw line. Puts it up. No. Lattimore the bats. But it's Cal ball. 4 on 3 of the Bears hurry. Krimili feeling it. Another cannonball from Krimili.
Yeah, the first time McGee really didn't get there. That time she was there. It did not matter.
She has 6 threes tonight. She's made 9 in a game before with San Francisco. Lattimore finds herself open, but hits it off the bracket.
Just a little rushed in there.
We talked about the pickup point for Krimili. Johnson swarming her. Krimili, though, finds a little bit of space. Back rim, front rim. Whew.
Wow.
Johnson, the spin and the kick. Extra fine McGee. Cavaliers recalibrating. Clark wants to go downhill. The shimmy right to the rack. Lays it up again off the bracket for the Hoos.
Clark's got to get back.
Williams open, lines it up. Another one that earthquakes off the rim.
Talked about Krimili in the open. Just too slow getting out there and getting a hand up. It doesn't matter where she's at. You talked about the pickup point. The next time down, Johnson picked her up.
Yeah. And these stars certainly running the show tonight. Ioanna with the kick ball. Krimili moving into 11th place in NCAA D1 history in threes tonight. Needed 3, has double that.
18 points, 4 above her average, and we've still got 5 minutes to go.
You having fun? Because I am.
This is a really good game. Both teams with some outstanding individual performances.
Noble down low. Layup. Nope. Foul though.
There's that deep post up. Had the size advantage.
And again, Onyiah playing with those 4 fouls.
Onyiah, that 61% free throw shooter.
She is 5 for 6 tonight. Our next All Access, the ACC Life, premieres Monday night, featuring Notre Dame women's basketball player Leah King, Cal gymnast Maddie Williams, and NC State diver Ashton Zuberg. You'll get unprecedented access into the lives of the student athletes, coaches, staff, parents, and fans. 7 Eastern, ACC Network, and the ESPN app. Below 5 minutes to play. Cal leads by 7. UVA only 4 points so far in the 4th quarter. You can make it 6.
Kymora Johnson. She was looking to pass that basketball at the last minute. I got to shoot this thing. Knocks it out.
11th time this season with at least 20. Twidale surges, the handoff, Noble. They always want the kickouts. Williams scooting in, and the collision forces a travel.
A little friendly fire right there.
And from the bench, they were telling Williams, shoot the ball, shoot the ball. 3 for 5 from beyond the arc tonight. And again, it's been really challenging, Mac, for Cal to get any production from its bench, right? Abigor has a couple of points, Noble with 2, but that's it.
Yeah, they only average 11. One of the lowest productions in the ACC.
I mean, their bench has combined for 13 threes all season. Think about that. And that is a testament to their starters, by the way. Their starters are fantastic.
They sure are. 3-point centric offense, but some balance with the inside presence of Onyiah and sometimes Suarez.
And you know what? A hungry team, too, with a lot of veterans trying to get to the postseason. Onyiah through 2, scores.
Onyiah got the basket, but that was a really nice pass from Krimili.
The Bears can smell it right now.
Krimili second on the team in assists with 81.
Yeah, she has really rounded out her game this year. McGee torches the threads.
Nice baseline drift, good pass by Johnson. McGee standing there in the corner with her feet set.
8 points for McGee, and for Johnson, assist number 5.
A very big basket for Virginia.
Sure was. Williams scanning, and we have a 3-second call. No, a foul underneath, and it's a hold on Onyiah.
Yeah, Onyiah wasn't sure when the whistle blew. She was getting that deep post up again.
And the Bears are in the bonus. 4th foul on Onyiah. Cal team that doesn't excel at the free throw line, about 70% on the season, 14th out of 18 in the conference, and Onyiah misses.
Yeah, and that could be a factor down the stretch. Virginia a little bit better with about 73%.
And they were 28 for 33 against the Panthers in the last game. All right, Onyiah splits the pair. 2-possession game. Cal faced a lot of adversity in its last game against Syracuse, 6-point win, but 13 ties in 12 lead changes. This game has been tied 5 times, 8 different lead changes. McGee, too much might on the shot. Rebound Suarez. 7 boards for Suarez, 7 points and 5 assists. 1 shy of her career high.
You mentioned the Bears getting in late last night or early this morning. Don't seem to be any worse for the wear, do they?
No. Twidale too short. Travel on Suarez. Oh, and the bench has to be careful for Cal.
And Suarez does too.
After having the tee in the first half.
Did a nice job of getting that offensive rebound. Thought about going back up, realized she couldn't, and did travel.
Bears had 7 turnovers in the first half, 6 here in the second. A little bit below their season average. Brianna Hurd racing in, challenging the shot blocker, Onyiah, and Michelle wins the battle.
Onyiah contributes in so many different ways, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah. 5th year with Cal. Amidst all the changes with this Bears program via the transfer portal, she's been the steady one, over 1,000 points in her career, and something that has meant so much to her. Timer at 9. Krimili bounce. Onyiah deep positioning, flips it up over the shoulder without looking.
Yeah, and that started with really good pressure defense by Clark, and then the contest down low. Virginia relying on that defense, and that's what they're going to have to do if they're going to pull this game out.
And they need to rely upon Kymora Johnson. Was talking to her before the game. She says the relationship with Tori Jankowska, she tells her it's money time. You got to go, Mo. This is Mo time. To the rim. How about that shot? What did we just see?
Right on cue. Right on cue. Time to go, Mo.
22 for Johnson. As we hit the 1-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, it's a 1-possession game. Down low on the pass, Onyiah the score.
And again, you just don't see many post players do that. Get great position, keep your feet moving, and then go up and lay it in. she get that up? And then Onyiah with the deep post up, good position, straight up, knocks it down for the Bears.
All right, Cavs down by 5. Where do they go here, Mac?
Well, Johnson's going to be, she's going to be the playmaker. They're going to try to run her one way or the other. She's going to either have the shot or the ability to pass the ball.
Defense from Noble, but a kickball.
Virginia maintains possession, plenty of time on the shot clock with the kickball, 20.
And for Coach Mox, she only has 1 timeout left. So that's something to keep in mind here. In a 2-possession game, Cal has not won on Thursday in ACC play on the road outside of the state of California. These games have been so tough going coast to coast on that first of 2.
I mean, just like you talked about Johnson, go time. You also mentioned Cal's free throw shooting. That could be a factor here. Virginia's got to score right here, though.
They're going to empty out the floor for Johnson on the near side. It works.
Why not? Why not? And I think that was a timeout by Cal to advance the ball.
It's interesting, over the last couple of plays here, both coaches have wanted timeouts.
Just ISO, one-on-one, everybody on the other side of the floor. And Kymora goes one-on-one with a very good defender.
How she can lock her eyes on the basket so quickly when she's facing the other way to start is so remarkable.
Yeah, because you really have great powers of concentration and what body control.
All right, so Cal did take that last timeout to clarify. So each team now with 1 timeout left. The Bears, as you mentioned, Mac, will advance the basketball up by 3 here. Game and shot clock separated here by 9 seconds. So there doesn't need to be a foul here for UVA.
Doesn't have to be, but they can try to get the turnover, or they can wait till the ball gets in the hands of the right person, the person that they want to foul, but probably can't run it all the way down and be comfortable with it.
And probably Onyiah, the player to foul if that is the case. But she's been okay tonight at the line, 8 for 10. She shoots it at 62%. All right, here we go. 30 seconds to go. It's the Bears by 3.
Virginia is going to play it out.
Williams draining time. Such a veteran, 6th-year grad from LA. On the pass, 3, Twidale buckets!
Wow. What a great offensive possession. Williams keeps the ball in her hands, creates just a little bit of help, and finds the second best three-point shooter on their team.
Well, they have a competition. Twidale and Krimili, they're so neck and neck in three-pointers made, but that competition works when it matters.
Just really nicely done. Late in the shot clock, no problem. McGee again late on that closeout, trying to take away the inside. Cal was spaced really well. Their spacing was key to that possession.
And you know, you stole the words out of my mouth there. And it's because of Onyiah's presence down low, right? Because they have to screen up top. They have to worry about Onyiah down low. McGee moves in, and that's what leaves the perimeter open.
You've got the post man down there. You've got Kayla Williams with the penetration possibilities. And all of a sudden, you've got Twidale wide open in the corner. Can't get there in time.
All right, 14.7 to go here. Two-possession game still, but Cal by 6. UVA needs a 3 here?
Probably need a 3 now. 2 threes, obviously, or, you know, if it was just one, you could probably take it to the rim, try to foul immediately, get something really quick. But in this situation, I believe you're going to have to shoot the 3, try an offensive rebound if you miss it, kick it back out. But time is not their friend right now.
Maybe a Odessa Noyan has a 3 in her bag. Casey Valenti-Paya has checked in, has not been in the game for a while. The Cavs love to get it to Johnson in these situations, of course, and they will probably review this last play. For the moment, it's off of Lattimore. Jules Gallion, Ashley Gloss, Ryan Durham with the decision to make here with just over 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, tried the misdirection, throwing it cross court. Then they were going to also screen and bring Johnson off of a fade screen. The initial ruling was off of Lattimore. Can't quite see if she catches it. Looks like she touches it after the swipe.
Does it go off the right shoulder of Lattimore there? I think that's the big question. And again, the call on the floor was Cal basketball. Probably a better look here.
Twidale gets a hand on it. Oh, and then Krimili was involved in it too. She may have touched the ball with her left hand. Watch right here. Do we have good camera work or what?
We sure do.
Can't quite see it through Lattimore's body. But Krimili may have knocked that ball out of bounds.
Well, again, from my vantage point back, I think Krimili definitely touches the ball. It's just a matter of does it then go off of Lattimore or not. And from the looks we've had so far, great looks, I just don't think anything can be changed.
Yeah, so the ruling on the floor was Cal basketball.
Yeah.
The good news for Virginia is not much time went off the clock.
Right hand of Lattimore too. You got to factor that in. Look at the ball rotation.
But even in a game-deciding situation, I think there ought to be a time limit on the reviews. Though, if you can't tell, the call on the floor should stand. I'm not talking about this specific situation. I'm just talking about all situations.
Call on the floor is confirmed. Be Cal's ball on the sideline.
And that's the key word, right? Confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah.
And not much of an argument from Coach Mox either.
And got a foul immediately right here.
And Cal does have one timeout should they have trouble getting the ball in. The Hoos don't have any. Krimili looking, Suarez calling for it, and a 5 count has been called. Wait, do we have a timeout? We do. We have a timeout. This is the second disputed timeout call tonight for Cal. For the second time, it does go in the Bears' favor.
And the officials, I'm not sure, are agreeing on it either. They do grant them the timeout.
Yep. So neither team has a timeout left. 13.1. Bears by 6. Cal wins tonight. The Bears clinch a first-round bye in the ACC tournament. And Ioanna Krimili has just been special tonight, as she normally is. 18 points, 14 shots, 13 of them from beyond the arc with 6 makes.
Yeah, we talk about her career numbers. Transfer from San Francisco, and she can just literally fill it up. You don't give her any space. You don't give her any time. It doesn't matter. She can still get it off. She's played a tremendous floor game as well as shot the basketball really well.
And you know what? I've used this word back a couple of times tonight. Hunger, right? So for a player like Krimili, right? She was at San Francisco, 4 years there, made the WNIT 3 times. Cal last year, winning season for the first time under Sharman Smith. They get to the WBIT. Nice accomplishment, right? They're hungry. They want to get to the NCAA tournament. All is on the line right now.
Yeah, and I think they've got a great chance to. She's taken 13 threes on 14 field goals. She's got 4 assists tonight.
Just so much experience in basketball. She played in Greece's top senior league prior to arriving in the United States. A couple of injuries throughout her career. Season-ending foot injury after 9 games in her first year with San Francisco in 1920. She was averaging 15.5 points per game as a freshman, for crying out loud. WCC Newcomer of the Year, 3-time first team. It's all about the postseason at this point, right? That's what they're hoping for.
That's why they came to Cal. These transfers, whether you're talking about Williams or Krimili or Suarez, Noble, Maul, Ackerman, they came with one thing in mind.
They are gelling quite well.
A little token press just to take time off the clock.
Here's Lattimore, 6 seconds to go. Airmails the 3. Clark, the offensive rebound. Putback is good, but at that point, it's cosmetic. 14th in the preseason poll. 14th. That doesn't look to be the